Welcome to TalkAboutTopeka.com. I'm Chris Schultz. On this episode, I speak to Jim Ramos. He is the manager of the toy store. It's the largest independent toy store, and it is located right here in Topeka. This episode is brought to you by the WIBW channels and Field of Greens, a great spot for lunch downtown serving soup, salads, and sandwiches. Check out their website at fogreens.com. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode because it all starts right now. Well, joining me in the studio is the manager of the toy store. How you doing? This is Jim Ramos.
Great. How you doing, Chris?
I'm wonderful. Thanks for joining us. Now, you guys have got a great store. I don't know if anybody, if you haven't been to the toy store, you need to go see this guy down at the toy store. Tell us where you're at.
We're right at 5300 Southwest 21st Street, right off of 21st and Fairlawn. It's a blast. It's actually the largest independent toy store in the country. So we have a lot of square footage, 20,000 square feet.
It's absolutely huge. I mean, that's very, very cool. And what are the kind of toys, like what sets you guys apart? Obviously, you're a locally owned establishment, so that obviously makes you pretty cool in my book, but what sets you apart from the big box retailer toy stores?
Well, Margaret Warner actually is the owner of both stores. We have one here in Topeka and then one in Lawrence. Her family, her mother and father, started the toy store in 1976. And then really she has now taken it over and she owns both stores. And the thing that I think sets us apart is that she really takes great pride and excitement out of hand selecting all the toys that go into the toy store. What really excited me about coming to work for her is the painstaking effort that she does is in selecting those. And she has very few battery operated, very few electronic. She really wants the open-ended creativity, toys that will challenge a child's creativity, and really takes pride in getting high-quality toys into the toy store. And along with that, I think that all of her employees and team, if you will, really take on that customer service piece as well. Can you maybe get some of the toys that we have a little cheaper other places? Maybe, but we are very competitively priced, but the customer service piece is very important to her and to me and to everyone that works there.
Well, when you're not buying 200,000 units of something, I mean, that obviously is the case, but you're buying local and you're getting that personal touch there, and I think people really appreciate that. You see a lot of the same people coming back.
We do. It's very much a family. We know a lot of the customers that come into the regulars, and they know us, and then they also feel comfortable with that service and the toys that we provide. So it very much becomes a relationship as well, and a lot of fun. It's an experience when you come there as opposed to just coming in and shopping.
Sure. And what's it like for being the largest independently owned toy store? What's it like being here in Topeka?
It's wonderful. Again, knowing the families that come in, Margaret, the owner, when she was selling the idea to me to coming to work for, I love the fact that some of the same families, I mean, sometimes 2 and 3 generations of families come to the toy store. And so we've known, the kids, the grandkids and all that come in. It's wonderful. It's a great feeling.
And it's wonderful to know because when I was a little kid, I used to go down to the toy store, which was on Kansas Avenue when they had one down here. And then you kind of grew and expanded. And the expansion from that time, I think, is just wonderful. You've seen a small business that started, with humble beginnings and just kind of grew, and now you're the biggest one in the country.
In fact, up until 96, if I'm not mistaken, Margaret was actually the only employee.
Really?
And she went and hired a couple more people. One of who still works for us, Janet Metz, she works for us, and she's been with us years and years and years. She saw the whole progression. Like you said, it started downtown here on Kansas Avenue, and then as she outgrew that, went out to the Fairlawn Plaza Mall. When our current location came up for sale, we moved there, I think, about 7-8 years ago, to the, again, 20,000 square feet and about 18,000 different items in the store. So it really has grown a lot, and it's a lot of fun.
I think the hard part about if I worked there would be that I'd be at Taco Villa right around the corner all the time because it's a great spot.
You bet. Lunch is always taken care of. of.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You got some great places over there, and another locally owned business right there in that little neighborhood. So,
yeah. And we take great pride in that. I mean, it's fun. Being born and raised in Topeka myself, it's fun and nice to work in a Topeka-based business, an independently owned business.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of challenges, of course, with that, but especially in a market that is so dominated by the big box stores. I mean, that would be such a challenge, and it's another reason that you guys need to go out when you're making your purchases. When you're deciding where you're going to shop, you shop local first because folks like Jim, folks like me, folks like Margaret, we'd really appreciate it. And it's just a good feeling.
And very few places that will let you wear a propeller on their head.
That's right. Well, I think you're rocking the propeller out.
I'm telling you, it's my thing, and so it's sticking. Now my kids, it's funny because you bring this up. My kids actually hate the fact that I work there. They loved it at first, but now they have to go to school, and I get to go play with toys all day. It's great.
You may possibly have the coolest job ever.
I'm telling you, it's my dream job. I'm loving it. We're rocking it out.
Well, what are some of the lines of toys that are really popular at the toy store?
Well, there's a lot that are popular. I think one of our biggest sellers is the Stomp Rocket, and we have tons of Legos. Probably one of the biggest suppliers of Legos.
Now, what is this? What is the Stomp Rocket?
The Stomp Rocket is so cool. In fact, we have one open in the store that kids can try and all that. It's a little piece of foam rocket that is air propelled by when you stomp on it. There's another little side thing that you stomp on, and then the rocket goes flying. So cool. If you're a customer shopping with us and one flies by you, it's okay. It's a lot of fun. But it's great. The kids love it. We shoot it off inside. It's a blast.
Very cool. Very cool. And of course Legos.
Legos. We have tons of Legos. Yeah. In fact, we're getting. Annually we do a Lego contest. That's actually Lego provides the prizes for it, and it's all broken down into age categories. And it's just the prizes are nice, but it's more about displaying the creativity. And one of the things that we've also got involved with is the First Friday Art Walk.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and that's kind of cool because it's a real good passion of mine. But we thought that we see all these different galleries going on in the city. It's great, but we wanted to add that kid touch. So now we have kids providing art, and we're trying to get the kids to come out and start getting used to coming into those types of events.
Yeah.
So no wine and hors d'oeuvres there. We do milk and cookies.
Awesome. Well, that sounds like a place I want to be for that.
Right?
No, that's very cool. Start them young. We've talked to the Noto folks, and we've been seeing what's going on over there. And the best way to probably keep that going is to start young.
You bet. You bet. And so we're really happy to be involved with that as well. And we just started. We're going to continue that on a monthly basis and try to be involved.
That's very cool. And what kind of experience would someone who's walking through the front door, what do you want them to experience? What do you want them to see?
That's an easy one, magic. The customer service piece, yes, but we provide even more so. We want that touch to where they're not afraid to touch some of the things, to be demoing some of the toys that we have. We want them to have an experience as opposed to just coming in and shopping. So we do that by, again, all of the people that come to work for us not only create resumes. We don't even have applications. We have them submit resumes. The next step before they get hired is we have them do a creative resume. So, which can be anything. It could be a Lego creation, it could be a pop-up book that they created, it could be a drawing, but something that's going to tell us about them.
Sure.
So the people that we hire are not afraid to be creative and very personable and get to know, again, the clientele that come in there. We want to make it magic.
Yeah, and you also do like events. You'll have, aside from the First Friday Art Walk, you have like story times and things like that there. Tell us a little bit about how that works.
We do that on a regular basis, story times. We have different artists coming in to talk, but we also have some of our employees that like it to read to the kids. We'll do that as well and kind of mix both together. We do kidtivities throughout the year. Mother's Day is a big one, but throughout the year we try to bring them in so they can do, whether it be a card, whether it be a little art creation that we've seen done and we want to do, and we try to make them as mostly as possible free of charge. Again, just to keep honing that creativity of the child and kind of give back to the community as well.
I think that's wonderful, and that's another reason why you should be supporting the toy stores and just keep it local, folks. That's what we're here in Topeka. Our brothers, sisters, mothers, uncles, cousins, nephews, they're all working locally. You know, everybody knows somebody who's working locally here, and it just helps move the progress of our city forward when we can embrace that, and the toy store is a great way to start doing that, folks. So go shop at the toy store. Go see Jim Ramos. He'll be there to greet you, right, Jim?
You bet. You come see us, and always happy to have you.
All right. So, Jim, thank you so much for joining us. I can't let you go until we do the notorious lightning round, though.
All right, the lightning round.
We haven't done it in a little while, so we're bringing it back for you. All right. We're going to put 60 seconds on the clock, ask you these questions, and see what comes to your head first here.
Okay.
All right? 60 seconds. Go. If you could bring a dead celebrity back to life and ask them one question, who would it be and what would you ask?
Oh, dead celebrity. I would, Groucho Marx.
Ooh, good one, good one.
Don't know why, just popped into my head.
See if you like beanies on the top of his head.
You know, I like Groucho Marx.
Let's see, if you took a weekend staycation in Topeka, what would you do?
I would try to go to a few areas that it's very few that I haven't been to, but try to hit some places that I've never been to, whether it be a restaurant, whether it be night entertainment, whether it be day entertainment, something that I've never done.
And there's quite a few things to choose from.
There are
That's
things.
right. You can find out about those things on our website at talkabouttopeka.com.
I'll go there right away.
Jim, what was your first job?
My first job was working at a Dairy Queen over on 6th and Branner. Probably spent more than I made, but here we go. That was my very first job.
Let's see, do you prefer cats or dogs?
I prefer dogs,
All
but I have
right.
3 cats.
Oh, well, I don't know.
I know, right?
In your opinion, what was the greatest movie ever made?
Ever made. E.T.
All right, and
Love E.T.
our time is up, but what is your favorite television show to watch every Tuesday night at 9:30 on my TV?
That would be, Talk About Topeka.
Hey, there you go. Folks, get out and go see the toy store, go see Jim, and have a great time. Well, thank you, Jim.
Chris, thank you.